How do? Let's do a game of Spider and Olde Scooter. Spider Solitaire a la Macintosh. Comes with the machine version. This is for the mature crowd. The principal objectives here are to be relaxing, de-stressing, calming. And these days that's not easy. But I do it with this game. I advocate that you do it too. Watch along. If you're someone who's already a master player of Spider Solitaire, you can scoff at my play. Or perhaps be sympathetic. If you're a newcomer trying to learn how to play it, or if you just stumbled across it, in any event, the objective here is the game. And the game is between me, Olde Scooter, and Spider Mac, Spider McGillicuddy, the artificial intelligence behind this game, who has amazing powers, and I struggle with her daily. So let's play a new game, 2 suits. As I've said before, the 4-suit game is very complicated for me, with the result of I almost never win, whereas I do occasionally win here on 2 suits. Try, do I try. But this lady is mighty good, and she has tastes and proclivities and snits and emotional comings and goings. Enough of that. On with the game. Excuse me. I inhaled some Melba toast dust this afternoon. Very crunchy stuff. And inhaled while biting, I guess, and choked for 10 minutes. And my voice has been a little weird since, but it's a little weird all the time anyway, so what the heck. Got 2 9s for this 10. So this game lets you try them both. See how you like them. That gives me 1 play, 2 plays, 3 plays. And if I want to push it, which I usually do, 4 plays, which gives me 5 plays. So that one, I declare, was a good one. And I'm not going to go back and try any other options. A really aggressive player would. If you're just darned and determined to win, you'd go all the way back and try the other ones and so forth. But now we have 2 jacks, and now we have 2 queens. Wasn't that nice? Spider Mac would like to keep me from penetrating the thin blue line, the ready reserve. And here on the very first deal, we're close to a penetration on 2 columns. That's kind of nice. But you can't really foretell the future in this game. Got 2 queens and 2 kings. So let's see if I can find anything exciting. Are you excited yet? Which one? This was already there. So that doesn't really count. So let me go back and start over again. Do the one that was already there. And now do this one. And see if it maketh or moveth. Not particularly. So we'll do the other queen. And what do we get? Another queen. And that gets us a hole. I love holes. They're the wild card. Basically, you can play anything that can move in there. For instance, this 9. Since we're close to a breakthrough, and we get another hole. I love holes. Anytime this happens, where I make a move that makes a hole, I accept it. I don't go back and play anything else unless I'm in a particularly persnickety mood. A PP. I guess that would be PP. So let's see what's there. Well, there's a move. 2, 3. I'm liking this. Now, I have 2 6s of the wrong color, but I can uncover the line, the thin blue line, the ready reserve. That one is not all that productive. We'll try this one, which isn't perfect, but it's something. Let's see. Let's think again on that. I don't know. I'm very early in the game. I have 5 deals left. I've already got 1 hole punched. 2 holes punched. And I could be daring. At least that's how I feel. Toward the end of the game, I get more conservative, and then at the very end of the game, I go wild and crazy sometimes. A pitiful sight to behold. Well, I don't like any of that, so I think I'm going to come clear back here. No, back there, just to there, and think. Sometimes that's not productive, so I guess I'll just take another deal. Lots of twos. I think of it as flooding the zone, and Spider-Mac does that all the time. Suddenly you'll have, 5 fives. And you think about it, how many times do you really need 5 fives? I'm not inspired by the prospect here. I'm happy to say that as of day after tomorrow, I will have, if all goes well, published my second science fiction novel. And it's been like 2.5 years in the making, so it's an event in my cloistered life. This is my old science fiction novel, 2015. And the new one is going to be called Miz, M-I-Z. And if you go to this book blog, areluctantgod.blogspot.com, there's a teaser with the graphic for Miz. Doesn't tell you anything, but it's there. Good graphic. I always credit all the graphics I use on my blogs. And since my blogs are resolutely non-commercial, not my choice, just that's the way it is, nobody ever fusses at me for using their graphics, especially since I give credit. I suppose the minute people start shoveling money my way, I'll have to shovel a little of it to the licensing processes, but it's sort of mysterious to me so far. So, gosh, we're down to just 2 deals left. How did that happen? Who's running this show? I play slowly. Old guys ought to play slowly. Dawned on me the other day, and I commented on one of these things, that my generation were children in the 40s and kids in the 50s. Can you believe that? But the bottom line is play slow. Ride your bicycle slow. I haven't quite gotten around to driving my car slow yet, but I feel it coming. All right, I'm just looking hopefully at a hopeless situation, It's the American way, boy. 6-5, yeah? As I say, I'm sort of approaching the back end of this game. So far, I'm $83 in the hole. $500 to play, $5.50 to break even. First 50 moves are $1 a piece. After that, moves are $10, and you can get way behind way fast. Oh, there's something I just didn't see. Some evenings, it's very opaque. People have said it is both a little frustrating when I don't see moves, and it sort of gives them a feeling of superiority. Well, at that moment, for that thing, if you're seeing something I'm not, you're superior. That was a real agreement. It set off 5 seconds of head shaking. That's another old guy thing. You try to mutter while you're shaking your head. So that's what I call a restack, if a minuscule restack. I haven't played this game as aggressively as it's possible to be played, because it tires me out to play that way. And the objective here is to relax, be cool, be calm, be collected. Seems like something else ought to play. Well, the thing about writing a novel, and like spending 2 years doing it, is you have this enormous thing where you can become whoever your characters are. You have to kind of get into them to write the darn stuff. And so I became this dude, Daryl Streeter, a 36-year-old electrical engineer in Denison, Texas, working on the Denison Dam at Lake Texoma. That's my main character. So I got to be Daryl, who had great adventures, off and on for 2.5 years. And I feel like he's part of me now. Should you meet Daryl, you'll know a little bit about me that you can't possibly know watching me make a fool of myself here, getting whooped by this artificial intelligence. The whooper. I guess I'm done. I've lost $94, $50 for the house margin, 44 moves at $1 a piece. That makes $94. And I'm more relaxed than when I started. That's the whole idea. So, be kind to your web-footed friends and hang by your thumbs. To quote one of my childhood idols, Bruce Hayes. Good night, Bruce, wherever you are.